so working through Wabash Cannonball there. That was one of the first songs I ever played when I was a kid. That was one that the old guys were still singing. It's right around the horn, G, C, and D, so it was an easy one to do. The technique I'm using there, the main one is just adding an extra note to the melody. I'm going to show you that. I call it big pick, okay? Here is the melody as I remember it. She came down from Birmingham one cold December day. As she rode into the station, you could hear all the people say, "There's a gal from Tennessee. She's long and she's tall. She came down to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball." It's something like that. I remember the song, but I haven't read it in a long time, or I don't know if I ever have. I remember what it sounds like, and I found the melody, and there's what my memory of the melody is. Okay, now here's my big pick technique. You got to know the chords to the song. Now, for your G chord, you basically hit one extra string. Here's a melody, and then the extra string is closer to the floor. Okay, so now you got a G chord here. Okay, that comes from that, and you got a G chord here. So for example, when I hit this D note there, my extra note is that. My extra note is a higher pitched note. When I hit this as my melody note, my extra note is this. And then I've got a little in-between chord here. Let's see. Now for the D chord, I set up like this, okay? And then, here's the melody. Okay? If you can set up like this, but then you have to use your pinky. Okay? So instead of doing that, I set up like this for D. There's a gal from Tennessee. She's long and she's tall. She came down to Dixie on the Wabash Cannonball. So now that you have that double stop thing going on, or what I'm calling big pick, which basically means you hit the melody and then the next string towards the floor, as long as you're holding the chord, okay? Or part of the chord. So the G chord, you get away with it because you got 3 open strings here. Here you've got a G chord. Here you've got a C chord, C chord, C chord. Okay, D chord is here. So now there's a lot of things you can do with that. You could do some sort of cross-picking thing with the right hand. So I've added some cross-picking rolls to that. I've got about, I don't know how many cross-picking rolls I use. I use a lot of 4-note cross-picking instead of 3-note cross-picking rolls. I've got another video where I talk about those rolls. So you could do a little bit of Carter style even. Let's see. Oops, there's that. Okay, so there's a lot you could do once you find the double stops. And then I did it again up here. So I'm going to play it one more time, and I'm going to kind of throw the kitchen sink in there on this, but hopefully it gives you some idea of some of the things you can do, really getting those double stops out of the chords. Now, if you don't know how to do any of this, a short YouTube video might not be enough. You got lessons and classes on the website, andyslessons.com. Check them out, and we'll get everybody going on this stuff. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.